Hey you guys, welcome back. It's Stella's Knife Obsession. Yeah, that sucked. Okay, let's try that again. Hey you guys, welcome back. Stella's Knife Obsession. And today, what I would like to do is take apart this mini old guard by Monterey Bay Knives. I am in full on love with this thing. I actually thought I was gonna end up liking the XL Slayback, which I do. I love it. But there's something so just minimalisty sexy about this one, if that's even a thing, man. It's got I think it's running on washers, so I'm going to take this apart because the pivot actually got a little loose from playing with it so much. So I would rather send it back in better condition than what it ended up being, since I was playing with it so much. It would be kind of rude for me to send it back to him with a loose pivot. So I will fix my playing with mistake, and I am going to just slap a little thread locker on there, just a medium thread locker, so that you don't have to worry too much about the pivot coming loose again. So let's check it out. I got this new thing from Amazon. It was so cheap, so I'm gonna give it a shot right now today. Working with these guys. Actually, I don't know why I brought that. Or working with this guy here. It is to kiss scissors. To kiss scissors. Anyway, it was incredibly cheap. I don't know how to say the name, but it was, you know how when you shop on Amazon, it will have like Amazon, it will have like the little thing next to it, like they recommend that product. Well, this was one of the products they recommended, so I'm gonna give it a shot today and try it out. What I thought was cool about it was the fact that it has this spot on the handle where you can turn it sideways to get a little extra torque. And I find that I don't get enough torque with this sometimes, so I have to switch to the ratcheting one. So this one has everything in one. It even has this extension and everything. So it's kind of cool. Oops. And yeah, I'm just going to give it a shot today. So it has Phillips, slotted, these things, the torques, the stars, and then this little tool here that has a little two thingies there, which I could probably use on a couple of things I have in my collection. So yeah, let's get started. I'm pretty sure I saw T8 hardware here, so let's double check. Yeah, T8. T8 it is, and then it goes inside like that. But my only thing when I first tested it out is that, watch, it just, I don't get it. But yeah, it just falls right out. That's the only thing I don't, so far it's the only thing I don't really care for. So I guess we'll find out if this is any good. I mean, the thing was like $6. I don't really expect a lot out of it, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay. See what I'm saying? That's not gonna work. Try it like that. Yeah, that's really loose. I've been playing with this thing like crazy. I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. I like it much better. I can't believe I bought that. It was $6. It's okay. Not a huge waste. I can use the other side of it. I'll use it right now. Actually, let's do it. If I could see anything, that would be great. Just loosen these guys up for my other tool. There we go. Oh, okay. Let me see. Probably be able to pull it apart, because I think these are gonna have like tubes that they're screwed into. So I just need to hold that down. And yeah, it's coming apart here, so a little bit better. That's odd. Oh, there it goes. Cool. That's weird that there's... Oh, they're not tubes. How about that? Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Just get that little guy out of there. Come on now. Work with me. Bounce with me. Bounce with me. Let's see. Use a skinny, like a T6 to try and push it out a little. Hold on. That. Everything else, all right, cool. There we go. That wasn't so bad. All right, let's see here. So we have the mini old guard here with phosphor bronze washers. Okay, nice. Very, I mean, the action on this thing is very smooth. It reminds me of the action on the QSP products, like the penguin and the parrot, but the action with, of course, with the washers. Let's just give her a wipe down now, shall we? Let's do that. And I'll put a little more oil back on there, of course. So, what's everybody doing for 4th of July? Anybody having cookouts? Happy 4th of July while I'm at it. We are... I don't know if we're going to be cooking out. I think we are cooking out. I think we're having burgers today. Or hot dogs. We had hot dogs yesterday, so probably burgers today. See, you could see where that breaks in on the blade there. So yeah, it does smooth it out. You can see the detent line track. And I will oil this bad boy right back up. You can also see M390 marked on the tang there. It's pretty awesome. I love it. I love the way they did that. I think that is clever and just very classy, because this is a very classy looking knife in my opinion. I think it's gorgeous. I want a Monterey base so bad. It's funny because getting all these knives from people, like, I mean, for review, I have realized, you know, which ones I want and which ones I thought I wanted, or whatever, you know, which ones I still want. Here, let's take that out of there. There we go. Just leave those screws in there, those thingies there. But yeah, I now know a lot better what I'm really gonna be in the market for. When the time is right, I would love to get a Monterey Bay anything now, but I don't, honestly, I don't know if they're one of the places that you have to do pre-orders or if they just have an online shop or what. But I, after loving this thing so much, I'm gonna look and see if I can possibly get on the mailing list for next time, or the pre-order list for next time, or something. We will find out though before too long, darling. I love the fact that they do nested liners for their titanium variants. I think that's, it's just, I really like a liner lock on a titanium knife. Sometimes it's actually a little refreshing to get a break from the frame locks, you know, have a little liner lock. That's why, you know, I'll carry around tons of my budget offerings because I love liner locks, but I also love frame locks. It just feels a lot more sturdy and all that good stuff. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so it was pretty clean to begin with. Let me just put this bad boy back on here. Let's see. We'll wipe it off. Just polish them up a little bit. Okay. We'll use KPL. I don't like using the cheap stuff very much unless I'm putting it on D2 just to ship it out, because that, you know, I don't, when I sell something on eBay, I like to oil it up pretty well, just in case. You never know when your mail is going to get lost or something, you know. And it sucks badly when you know, you mail something out and it doesn't get to them for like a month because whatever, I don't know, the USPS service gets to it when they get to it. It's kind of a pain in the buttocks. A little bit excessive there. Let me see here. Just take some of that off. Sometimes a big old dribble will come out that I didn't mean to put on it. There we go. That's better. Wipe it off when I put it together. Here we go. I do like to put a little in the detent spot there. There. Okay, cool. Because I put a little heavy on there. That way it gets on the detent ball too. So this thing was impressively easy to take apart. I know that it seemed like a little tiny struggle trying to get those ones out of the back end, but it really wasn't. There we go. Spread it around a little bit. One of the screws is still in there, but that's okay. I can make it work. It's not like it's stuck or anything. It's wobbling around, so I know I can pull it out. But I don't really even have to, so see if it'll snap back together for me. There. That's pretty easy. Not too bad. And we're going to use this guy. Put that away. I've got some more of this stuff. If you guys wonder what I use, I love the Permatex brand thread locker, the gel. I love this stuff because it's so much easier to use than the runny crap. I feel like that runny stuff just doesn't work. Because that's the first time I ever bought thread locker. I got the runny stuff because I didn't know much about it. But I would prefer the gel or the paste that comes in like a glue stick. Yeah, so there we go. Here we go. Going in nice and easy. Cool. Maybe I'll throw a tiny bit. You don't really need to put it on the body screws all the time. But if you feel that they get loose, you could throw a little on there just for giggles so that it'll feel more solid, and you know, it's gonna feel like it's not gonna fall apart. Of course, you guys know I choke on my words all the time because I don't know how to speak when I'm on camera. All right, that one's not gonna twist in yet. Put a little. I love that they use T8s all around. Just a little bit, come on. Yes, just a little bit. And this one. There we go. Sweet. See, I like to twist it to the left first. I learned that trick a long time ago. I used to be afraid to take my knives apart, which is crazy because I always thought it was way more complicated than what it is. Just a little dab will do ya. Don't need all that. Just wasted that, but that's okay. I got a fresh tube that just came. I love it when the thing you're working with is magnetic though, because let me tell you, it just it saves your butt more times than not. Because if I didn't have the thing that if it wasn't magnetic, I'd be so screwed, you guys. Let's see. There we go. Okay, cool. Looking good. Looking good. Yes, I love this knife so much, you guys. Can't wait to see how it runs after this. Okay, it looks good. All right, I'm gonna straighten that out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. There, just about. Oh my God, it's running great. Ooh, I love this thing. It's so nice. Oof. I love this knife. Clean that bad boy off. This blade is phenomenal. I love the finish. It's absolutely gorgeous. Not so much a satin as it is. It's like a satin mirror finish. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Oh, it's already off center. That's so weird that it's doing that. So let's just do it a little tighter. And then of course I'll let it set. I just want to try it out. That's a little too tight. I'm gonna let it set overnight. Yeah, it does fall down, but I'm gonna leave it well, actually maybe I shouldn't. It's so smooth. All right, I think I'm gonna leave this for the night. That way the thread locker can sit in there, and then hopefully it won't be loose anymore. So we shall see. I'll test it out tomorrow for you guys. Until then, thank you for joining me. I hope you made it to the end, and I will see you soon.